Hello dear students, it is the continuation of unit 3rd of real analysis, and in last videos we have done many theorems on limit point. Today we are doing some other theorems. That's theorem 5. The set of limit points of a bounded sequence is bounded. It is simple to understand. The set of all limit points of a bounded sequence is bounded, and you know the set of all limit points is derived set. So to prove this theorem, let Sn be a bounded sequence. Then you know if Sn is bounded, there exist real numbers k1 and k2 such that Sn lies between k and k2 for every n belongs to n. You know this is the definition of bounded sequence. And now we can see all Sn lies in the interval, closed interval k1 k2. It means Sn does not lie before this is the interval before this, and Sn also does not belong to the set after this, that is this set k2 infinite for any n. So hence if L is a real number and L neither belongs to this nor belongs to this, therefore L does not belong to the union of these. So it means L is not a limit point of Sn. L is not the limit point of Sn. Then what about L? So it means S must belongs to K1, comma K2 closed interval. And you know it is bounded. Every limit point of sequence belongs to this interval, and this interval is bounded. It means the set of all limit points of a sequence is bounded. Now the other type of sequence, it is important, Cauchy sequence. Cauchy sequence actually it is very useful to find whether a given sequence is convergent or divergent without using its limit. It means there is no need of limit to prove a sequence is convergent or divergent. So first of all we define Cauchy sequence. What is Cauchy sequence? The definition is a sequence Sn is said to be Cauchy sequence if given epsilon greater than 0 there exists m belongs to n such that there are three forms here. So Sn minus Sm less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. M is from here, or you can say Sn plus k minus Sn less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to m and p greater than equal to 0. Or you can write as like this definition. So you can use any of the form in the definition of Cauchy sequence. Means you can see there is no use of any limit. Here Sn and Sm both are the term of sequence. It is also term of sequence. Here Sp and Sq are the terms of sequence. So we use here only the terms of sequence, not limits. This is the definition of convergent sequence. If we want to check what about 1 by n is Cauchy sequence or not, so we check let if n greater than equal to m, then you know Sn minus Sm, we use this definition. Sn minus Sm, it will be 1 by n 1 by m, and it will be this. And you know because n greater than m, n greater than equal to m, so you can verify this always lies between 0 and 1. So it means this can be written as less than 1 upon epsilon, 1 upon m. And it means Sn minus Sm less than 1 by m, and we want to show that it should be less than epsilon. Then what about epsilon? So if we choose m such that m, because m is arbitrary and m is positive, so if we choose m such that m greater than 1 by epsilon, then 1 by m less than epsilon. So it means it can be written as less than epsilon. So this is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. So this is the definition of Cauchy sequence. So hence the sequence Sn given sequence is Cauchy sequence. Now another example, you can, if you take sequence n square and it is not Cauchy sequence, because if we take n greater than m, so n square minus m square will be this, and this it is always greater than 2m. You can verify, and 2m always greater than 1 because m start with 1. So it means, and epsilon is arbitrary, so it means taking epsilon is equal to 1. So we cannot find a positive integer m such that mod of Sn minus Sm less than epsilon or all greater than equal to m, because this it is always greater than 1. You can see from here this term always greater than 1, but epsilon can be less than 1 but positive, so it is not true for every epsilon. It means this sequence is not Cauchy sequence. Now there is another theorem, that is theorem 6. Let Sn, if Sn is a Cauchy sequence, then Sn is bounded. It means you can say every Cauchy sequence is bounded. It is the same as the theorem we have done, every convergent sequence is bounded. So same thing is here. Let Sn be a Cauchy sequence, then for any epsilon greater than 0 there exists m belongs to n such that mod of Sn minus m less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. This is the definition of Cauchy sequence, because it is given Sn is Cauchy sequence. So from here you can see Sn lies between Sm minus epsilon and Sm plus epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. So it means there are, here n starts with m, and the before m the values 1 2 3 4 up to m minus 1 are left here. So it means there are no terms s1 s2 s3 s4 up to sm minus 1 in this interval. Or you can say here s1 s2 sm minus 1 lies outside this interval, because these terms are not there. These terms are not there because here Sn start with m, and before m they lie outside this interval. Now, so you can understand from here it is Sm minus epsilon Sn Sm plus epsilon, and the term S1 S2 Sm minus 1, these are outside of this interval. These are either this side or this side. So now what we can do, we are taking the here Sm minus 1, or here also Sm minus 1. It is S1 S2 Sm minus 1. So we are taking minimum of all these. Let it will be K1, and similarly let K2 be the maximum of all these. If then K1 lies outside this interval, left side this interval, and K2 lies on right side of this interval. So it means for this K1, Sn lies between K1 and K2 for all n belongs to n. So here we can see from here Sn is bounded. It means every Cauchy sequence is bounded. The converge of this theorem is not always true. This example can verify this result. If we are taking this sequence, it is bounded. You know it is bounded because its range is finite. Its range set is finite, but it is not a Cauchy sequence. Why it is not a Cauchy sequence? Because this sequence has only two types of terms, -1 and +1. So if we take Sn and Sm both are +1 for all n greater than equal to m, then you can see Sn minus Sn will be 0, and it cannot be less than epsilon because epsilon is greater than 0. It means the sequence is not Cauchy, but it is bounded sequence but not Cauchy sequence. Thank you, students.